In August of 2017, I had the incredible opportunity to visit France for a special event held at Alp Expo. It was there in the picturesque city of Grenoble, which was nestled in the heart of the French Alps, that I first encountered La Fermier yogurt. Grenoble was like stepping into a storybook. Everything felt so quaint and charming. Beautiful old neighborhoods, winding rivers, and stunning historic architecture. The backdrop of the majestic Alps made it all feel surreal, as if I had been transported to another world. One of the highlights of my trip was taking the famous cable car ride that glides across the river, connecting different parts of the city, all while you're suspended in the air. And the views were breathtaking, and the experience gave me a deep appreciation for Grenoble's timeless beauty and rich history. During my stay, I explored a local market called Carrefour. Carrefour is like a Walmart here in the United States. It was there that I stumbled upon a yogurt that would change everything for me. La Fermière, the first taste was unforgettable. Creamy, rich, and so uniquely French, I couldn't get enough of it. Fast forward to today, and my love for this yogurt has only grown so much that I had to try to recreate it myself. I found a recipe on Reddit, and now I'm excited to show you how to make it. Let's get started. All right, to make truly rich and creamy yogurt, quality ingredients are key. Here's what you'll need: store bought yogurt for your starter batch, then organic heavy cream for richness, grass fed milk powder to boost thickness and protein, cinnamon for flavor and health benefits, organic brown sugar or RX sugar for a low sugar option. Now, in addition to the ingredients, make sure you have some simple tools on hand. You'll need ice cubes, a thermometer, and either an Instapot or a yogurt maker, like the Yogurt Cuisine. So, with these ingredients and tools, you're all set to create a delicious and wholesome potted yogurt. Let's move on. And now we're going to pour the milk and bring it up to a boil of 180 degrees and let that cook for a couple of minutes. Once it has done so, we're going to bring it down to 140 degrees because that is the perfect time to add the grass fed milk powder. Okay, we're going to go ahead and set this right here once we get the hang of it. All right. Now we are adding the milk powder. And I like to do this because it adds thickness, it adds more protein, adds more nutrition. We're going to add the brown sugar. And instead of doing the other 2 ounces of brown, we're going to do a keto option. So this is lowering the sugar content. Okay. Even though we're not doing keto because we're adding sugar, but this way we're lowering the content of the added sugar. Okay. So this is going to be good for my mom and myself. So this is the great thing about being able to make yogurt at home. So like I said, when you use a frother, it's going to give you this foam on top. Now, I like to use it because it helps me blend all the ingredients together while warming up or waiting to cool it down. Okay. So now that we are nice and mixed, we're going to cool down the mixture down to 110 degrees, which is going to be the perfect environment for the bacteria to grow and thrive and populate. Now, remember, this is going to be a 10-hour process. It doesn't just happen within a few hours, right? So you have to set it and forget it. All right, so While that is cooling down, let's prepare the mixture. Now, I like to add cream to the yogurt. I like to add cinnamon and a sprinkle of the RX sugar to give it a nice profile. And the cinnamon in it also helps with inflammation, it helps with blood pressure, it helps with your circulation. So that's why I like to add it in there. Okay. Then now we're gonna just add this warm milk to our culture mix that we were just preparing earlier, and we're gonna do this so that we don't shock the bacteria and it doesn't die on us, right? It looks like this. I added the milk here and I added the cream, and now we're gonna temper it down, and we're gonna continue to add the milk into this mixture to temper it all down. And we're gonna do it this way until it is all mixed up nice and delicious. Now that we have mixed everything nice together, this is where the magic continues. We're gonna go ahead and pour it into our little bowls. I think the French they call it petit pot. Petit pot. Petit pot. Okay. La Fermier does this in the factory the same way. They pour the mixture into the bowls and then they put it into a big incubator. In my case, we have a little small one called the Euro Cuisine. One of my favorite yogurt makers so far. All right, well, if you reach this far, you now know how to make yogurt. And how yogurt is created is when specific bacteria, primarily Lactobacillus bulgaricus and Streptococcus thermophilus, are added to milk, causing them to ferment the milk sugar lactose into lactic acid, which then thickens the milk and gives it its characteristic tangy flavor. Essentially, the bacteria eat the milk sugar and produce lactic acid as a byproduct, leading to the yogurt consistency. Pretty cool, right? After like 6, 7, or 8 hours, the yogurt is already done. But if you want it a thicker consistency, you want to leave it for all the 10 hours. If you want it a little bit smoother or milky, then you could remove it before the 10-hour time is up, and then you could just start put that in the fridge, and it'll be creamy like this. It'll be very milky and creamy. Now, if the longer you leave it, the thicker it becomes. Then you get this right here. You get some thick yogurt that looks like cheese. It's so delicious. My favorite part of this making process is that you get to eat it in the morning. Look at this layer of smoothness. Look at this delicious little cup of joy. So we're gonna go ahead and eat it just like this. Look at this. It looks like a cheesecake. It's so good. Wait till you try it. Wait till you try this at home, and you could add your berries to it. You can add strawberries. You know, honestly, I eat it just as is because these little things don't really fit in the cup. As I eat the yogurt, then I throw some fruit in there, but I mainly eat it just like that. This is what it's supposed to look like. It looks like a creamy cheesecake. It's I can't find a better word for it. I mean, delectable. Look at this. It's like the perfect little piece of yogurt for your mouth. Enjoy! In this video, we learned why we need store-bought yogurt, the ingredients that we need, the bacteria, how it affects your yogurt, how to temper, incubate, and achieve a thicker result. Thank you for watching. I hope that you learn how to make yogurt. And if you have any questions, put them down below in the comments.